Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program which is called Your Love Story, and this is for April 2020. And it is for you, especially coming from Leo. First, let me show you my email address. This is my email address. And send me an email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And I'll give you a lot of information about how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers, how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, and a lot more. We'll talk about that later. The first 15 days of April are going to be very lucky for you, where anything to do with romance and marriage is concerned. So, overall, you're going to be lucky. So, you can make use of these first 15 days for that wonderful bonding together with the people you love. If you find a new romance in the first 15 days, it's going to be a very lucky one and a very purposeful one that will contribute a lot to your happiness and other ways as well. If you have an ongoing romance, you're also going to do very nicely. And it may be bonding beautifully, talks of marriage, talks of buying a car together, all that will start to happen in these first 15 days of April for you coming from Leo. And if you are married, it's going to be a very blissful first 15 days of April. The togetherness and the agreements from each other and the appreciation shown will be a wonderful experience of bonding. The last 15 days of April, you have to be a bit cautious. You won't be on the same wavelength as your partner, whether romance or whether marriage partner. Well, if you find a new romance in the last 15 days of April, be a bit cautious. Don't give your heart away too quickly. You will have many differences with this person. You won't be on the same wavelength. So give it some time. Just meet as friends and then make up your mind later on. If you have an ongoing romance already, you have to be cautious, you coming from Leo, because there's going to be differences of opinion. Basically, you may not be on the same wavelength with this person that you are having a love affair with. And so there may be differences encroaching. It doesn't go to such a bad stage of breaking up, but it can get very messy. So mind what you say and mind what you do, since it's you listening to me. If you are married, then you will have to be very gentle about picking subjects of topics that may be very sensitive to your marriage partner. It could be about the family, beyond the family, the parents or the siblings getting involved. Something can turn very messy in your marriage. So, since it's you listening to me, don't bring up issues that may create problems in your marriage area. Stay away from any kind of problems. And even if it's your marriage partner who creates some difficulties, well, tell yourself it's only the last 15 days of April which I have to concern, and therefore take it gently. I'm going to give you some information now for you coming from Virgo. I'm sorry, from Leo. You coming from Leo. Now, your lucky dates, DATES, are going to be the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th of April. These will be very lucky for you, whether in the area of romance or marriage and family. They can be used to be bonding together, to be helpful to each other, to find solutions for each other, and to meet people that you might fall in love with as well. Your lucky ages are going to be, if you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or even 72, you're going to be one very lucky person in the arena of love. Find that romance or make your ongoing romance happy, make your marriage happy. You will be the special person that everything will go well. Now you may form an attachment to somebody in the month of April. And from my calculations, it'll be somebody from Aries. So you coming from Leo may meet somebody from Aries. And that would be a very lucky connection to have in the form of a new romance. And if you have an ongoing romance, a person is from Aries, you will do pretty well with that person. And if your marriage partner is from Aries, there'll be continuing bliss as well in the month of April. So that's the way it is. Well, coming back to the 90-minute session, during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll be able to help you get your 9 years perfectly under your control, the ups and the down periods. And I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. There is a system for that. And I will also show you how to reach that supernatural energy within you, which some people call the guide, some people call the soul, some people call the spirit. And yes, we can get connected to that so that we can do something special in our world. And so send me that email that I showed you just now. And I look forward to replying it. And let's get it on with the 90-minute session. Until then, I wish you a good month of April. Thank you and goodbye.